Sir, with your kind permission,
Good morning, sir.
Sir.
Namaskar. Good morning. Good morning. So
Welcome
I
back,
hope
sir.
you all have had some rest during the vacation.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. Hope you had a nice trip, sir.
Very nice trip. Very good trip.
Good morning, sir. Sir, can we start the program with your question?
Can you just give me 1 minute? The audio is very low at my end. I'm just trying to have it fixed. Just kindly give me 1 minute. इसमें आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है. Audio बहुत कम है. Just kindly speak, one of you. Bharat?
sir, Bharat.
हाँ
Sir,
देखो आवाज
I
बहुत
think,
कम है. तो वॉल्यूम बढ़
Is
सकता है
it
नहीं?
okay, sir, now?
इसमें देखो फुल है ये. नहीं होगा.
The system volume.
अच्छा चलिए ठीक है. We'll
Is
manage.
it okay, sir, now?
Speak louder if all of
Sir,
you
sir.
speak a little louder. हाँ
Sir, it's Namrata, Bharat, and myself who have to speak, sir.
हाँ ठीक.
So we'll do that, sir.
हाँ ठीक. Thank you.
Honorable Mr. Justice Vipin Sanghi, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Delhi, and Executive Chairperson, Delhi State Legal Services Authority, and other esteemed dignitaries. A very good morning to all. I, Namrata Agarwal, Special Secretary, Delhi State Legal Services Authority, extend warm welcome to all to the mega launch of Citizen Outreach Campaign films. Today, the Executive Chairperson DSLSA, Honorable Mr. Justice Vipin Sanghi, will be launching 3 documentary films on pertinent social issues, as well as an interaction video. The preamble to the Constitution of India recognizes justice as the first deliverable to be secured for its citizens. This obligates the state to create an environment where justice delivery is looked upon as a citizen-centric service. With this perspective in mind, Delhi State Legal Services Authority, under the aegis of National Legal Services Authority, curated social documentary films to make each and every citizen aware about their rights. Social ad campaigns capture the essence of putting out strong messages in the most effective and innovative manner and play a major role in reaching out to not only the doorstep, but in the hands of the last person standing in the society by way of his or her smartphone. These documentaries are the vision of our Honorable Executive Chairperson, who has time and again encouraged DSLSA to devise new and improved means of ensuring access to justice for all. Without further ado, I would like to share with everyone that Delhi State Legal Services Authority is fortunate to have a new addition to the family as Member Secretary, who, with his dedication, wisdom, and remarkable administrative acumen, aims to take this authority to the pinnacle of success. I would like to call upon Shri Bharat Parashar, Member Secretary, Delhi State Legal Services Authority, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Namrata. Good morning, everyone. Honorable Justice Shri Vipin Sanghi ji, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Delhi, and Executive Chairperson, Delhi State Legal Services Authority. Learned Principal District and Session Judges, learned Family Court Judges, learned Judicial Officers, Shri Kamaljeet Arora, learned Registrar General Officiating, Officers of Registry of High Court of Delhi, Officers and Officials of Delhi State Legal Services Authority, learned Legal Aid Councils, Principals, Teachers, and students of law school, paralegal volunteers, ladies and gentlemen. I extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished guests who have joined us today for the virtual release of the Citizen Outreach Campaign films produced by DSLSA in collaboration with Messrs. Heads On. It is sheer coincidence that these citizen outreach films, which could only be produced because of the constant support and encouragement given by Honorable Mr. Justice Vipin Sanghi, are being released today when he demits office as the Acting Chief Justice of Delhi High Court and as Executive Chairperson, DSLSA. Nothing but divine providence could have planned it for this time and occasion. At the very outset, I would, however, like to take this opportunity to congratulate Honorable Mr. Justice Vipin Sanghi on his appointment as the Chief Justice of High Court of Uttarakhand. Sir, you leave behind a rich, enduring legacy. We wish you all the best for the future and hope that you have an excellent tenure at High Court of Uttarakhand. Though event has been organized for release of citizen outreach films, I take this opportunity to express my abiding sense of gratitude and appreciation for you, sir. Sir, in my brief tenure as Member Secretary DSLSA, so far, I had the pleasure and privilege of working under your able guidance. During my interactions with you, you always came across as a compassionate human being who had a deep insight into human nature and all its frailties and foibles. The generosity of your spirit and your intellectual rigor was quite manifest during our interactions. It is this humanity and deep understanding of people that can be seen in all aspects of your life, not just in your judgments, which are a testament of your legal acumen and humanism. During a period of unprecedented difficulties and challenges, as COVID-19 pandemic upended the life of the nation, you displayed equanimity, immense personal resilience, and grit, and your activist and humanist stance protected the rights of several vulnerable groups, such as senior citizens, disabled persons, under trial prisoners, etc. Your beautifully crafted orders and judgments are a testimony to the fact that humanism comes naturally to you and there is nothing contrived or studied about it. I take this opportunity to thank you for the quiet yet continuous encouragement and support you have extended to DSLSA in all its programs and initiatives. Sir, you have always been receptive to new ideas and have constructively engaged with us in conceptualizing and launching new programs, such as the recently organized Environment Literacy Week, wherein we had a training program for our legal aid lawyers who shall constitute a task force for environmental issues and litigation. I would also like to express heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, on behalf of all functionaries at DSLSA for acceding to my request for reimbursing an amount of rupees 500 per month plus taxes for monthly data plan taken by all employees of DSLSA as well as DLSAs for effective discharge of their duties. Sir, we wish you the very best in future. Having said that, I wish to state that these citizen outreach films have been produced to capitalize on the continuously expanding digital landscape to advertise the work done by DSLSA. By way of these documentaries, an attempt has been made to create an awareness about issues plaguing the society like domestic violence, child sexual abuse, and abuse of senior citizens. It is hoped that these documentaries shall captivate the attention of our citizenry on issues that are otherwise distant or unrelatable, spark meaningful conversation, and build bridges of empathy in a world that desperately needs our engagement and compassion. Thank you. Namita.
I would now like to call upon Mr. Kawaljeet Arora, Officiating Registrar General, High Court of Delhi, to please lay out the curtains for the making of the documentary films.
Thank you, Namrata. A very good morning to everyone. So the much awaited day has finally arrived. It is the day when citizen outreach campaign documentaries on the work done by DSLSA, as has been told by Mr. Bharat Parashar, are to be formally launched. And with the launch of these documentaries, which cover issues such as domestic violence, child sexual abuse, and issues pertaining to senior citizens, DSLSA wants to immerse into the intangible yet profound magic of the documentaries, thereby awakening empathy and social consciousness in the hearts of the audiences, illuminate new perspectives, and kindle powerful emotions. The making of these documentaries, I must say, was a novel experience in itself. We, along with our small team, reached Mumbai on a tight schedule. Impactful scripts were written. Different sets were created to actualize these three different stories. Actors were hired and briefed, and then director waved her wand to create magic. These documentaries then went through rigorous editing. Our enthusiasm percolated in everyone involved with the process, and we were successful in bringing before you these short films. It is sincerely hoped that the labor that has gone into making of these documentaries shall not go waste and shall leave a deep and lasting impact on the masses we seek to cater. It was sheer serendipity that these documentaries were completed just around the time I was demitting the office as Member Secretary DSLSA after having served in that capacity for 3 years. This makes the present occasion a bittersweet one for me. Having said that, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude and sincere felicitations to all those people without whose support DSLSA couldn't have achieved the milestone it has achieved in the last 3 years, even as pandemic barreled its way through the world. At the outset, I would like to thank the esteemed judges of the constitutional courts of our land for extending their support and appreciation to DSLSA where deserved, while at the same time giving positive suggestions and directions to ramp up the scale and magnitude of our work so that dream of access to justice for all becomes a veritable reality. I owe special gratitude to Honorable Ms. Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Executive Chairperson NALSA, for being such an inspiration. His humanitarian outlook and futuristic vision for legal services authorities across the country infused new energy and zeal in Team DSLSA to work even harder to reach out to masses and address their grievances effectively and expeditiously. I consider myself blessed to have also gotten an opportunity to work under Honorable Ms. Justice G.S. Astani, Honorable Ms. Justice Hema Kohli, and of course, Honorable Mr. Justice Vipin Sanghi, the present executive chairperson of this authority during my stint as member secretary. Each one of them was a great teacher and motivator. With them at the helm of DSLSA's affairs and seeing their dedication and commitment from close quarters, I felt a special sense of responsibility towards the task that was cut out for me. Standing on the shoulders of such giants, I have left no stone unturned to take DSLSA to greater heights. Sir, acting on your vision to make quality legal aid accessible to one and all by using digital technology, DSLA has foraged into the digital space, thereby expanding its digital footprints. The release of these documentaries today by none other than you yourself, sir, is yet another testament of your constant dedication and support to this authority. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Mr. Justice Sanghi for all the support extended by him, and I take this opportunity to also congratulate Honorable Sir on his elevation as Chief Justice of Uttarakhand High Court. Sir, many congratulations and all the very best to to you for your future endeavors, sir. At this juncture, I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to other honorable judges of High Court of Delhi who time and again being supportive of DSLSA's endeavors and who despite being inundated with judicial work have taken their precious time out to attend various programs organized by DSLSA from time to time. I would also like to thank my other team members without whose support and hard work I couldn't have discharged my duties effectively. I owe special thanks to Madam Namrata Agarwal, Special Secretary, who has always added vitality, creativity, and enthusiasm to all the initiatives. I am also thankful to Shri Gautam Manan, former Special Secretary, and other secretaries of District Legal Services Authorities who have put their heart and soul into all the tasks which were assigned to them by me on directions of our executive chairperson, Honorable you, sir. I acknowledge and appreciate the cooperation extended by the chairpersons of the respective district legal service authorities for the support extended by them from time to time with respect to different endeavors undertaken by Delhi State Legal Service Authority. I also express profound gratitude to my predecessors from whom I took over DSLSA's baton, taking a leaf out of their book. During my tenure, this authority has provided legal aid, free legal aid, to more than 6 lakh beneficiaries and disbursed 272 crores as victim compensation, operationalized 169 legal services clinics, which cater to more than 3 lakh people, inaugurated legal services clinic in jails, as well as inaugurated Oasis, OJAS, and mental wellness clinic at Central Jail Tihar. During this tenure of 3 years, DSLSA had organized cycle and bike rallies, marathons, massive awareness and advertisement campaigns with Delhi Metro. As the pandemic upended lives and livelihoods of millions, we devised newer ways to reach out to marginalized sections of the society through mobile vans, DSLSA helpline 1516, and Vidik Seva mobile application. As complaints of domestic violence flooded our helplines and news headlines, we continued this shadow pandemic by collaborating with mother dairy booths and pharmacists for disseminating necessary information. When the physical outreach programs became unfeasible, we organized series of webinars and virtual training workshops. Sir, during NALSA's 45 days Pan-India Awareness Program, when you were closely associated and were monitoring the programs undertaken by Delhi State Legal Service Authority to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav along with its subsidiaries, district legal service authorities, we had organized series of programs, thereby reaching out to almost 1 crore people of Delhi. Delhi State Legal Service Authority also resorted to ingenious means to bring justice to the people's doorstep, as we organized under your able leadership e-Lok Adalat, Ghar Ghar Lok Adalat, hybrid model of Lok Adalat. Additionally, it inaugurated third permanent Lok Adalat for electricity matters. DSLSA walked the talk on having an empathetic attitude towards acid attack victims as well, and it hired 7 acid attack victims on its payrolls. Sir, I have given my best to this institution and I hope to see it achieve bigger and greater milestones in the times to come under the able leadership of Mr. Bharat Parashar. I also take this opportunity to thank Ms. Juhi Chawla for partnering with DSLSA in making these documentaries on a pro bono basis. I believe that lending her face to the campaign will surely help us connect to the masses and bring them closer to Delhi State Legal Service Authority, thereby actualizing access to justice for all. I also like to thank the company who, on their own, just on our saying, came forward and contributed financially towards CSR so that our authority should have to burden only very minuscule amount in making of these films. I would also like to thank the entire team of Hats On Advertising for the relentless efforts put in by them. They shouldn't remain unsung heroes as they burnt midnight oil to make these documentaries in record time of a week. As I conclude, I have a word of brotherly advice to all the new secretaries who have joined DSLSA. Be the person who touches the lives and hearts of people. Be a positive light to others as you put a smile on their faces. For in the end, it is not what you say that matters. It is how you make them feel that lovingly stays with all those persons in their memory. So do your best. As I hand over the baton to my brother judge, Mr. Bharat Parashar, I request the secretaries and partners of DSLSA to extend all possible support to him so that he may carry and realize the great vision he has for DSLSA. My relationship with DSLSA and cause of justice is inseparable, which can be best explained in this couplet. हाथ थामना जरूरी है, हाथ थामना जरूरी है, फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आगे तुम चलो या मैं, साथ होना जरूरी है, फर्क नहीं पड़ता तुम संभालो या मैं. I'm sure that wherever I am, I shall always treasure the memories I made at DSLSA. Thank you very much, Jai Hind. I would now request Honorable Sir that by clicking the button on the remote, which Sir has with you on your table, Sir, please release the first video that is on senior citizens. Please do that, Sir.
बेटा एक बार बात तो कर लो बेटा दरवाजे खोल प्लीज लो अभी इस उम्र में कहाँ जाएंगे दरवाजे खोल बेटा
ने घर से निकाल दिया चाचा ये चलिए मैं आपको बस स्टॉप छोड़ देता हूँ चाचा ये सब कर्मों का खेल है मतलब मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकते तो बेटा तुम जाओ
ये कर्म का नहीं बेशर्म का खेल है जब भी किसी बुजुर्ग के साथ अन्याय होते देखो तो दिलासा दो मत दिलासा से संपर्क 1516 पे दिलासा यानी दिल्ली स्टेट लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी जो हर जरूरतमंद को दे मुफ्त कानूनी सलाह और सहायता, जो हर बुजुर्ग का हक है। दिल्ली स्टेट लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी, न्याय की लड़ाई में आपके सिपाही।
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to request Honorable Mr. Justice Vipin Sanghi to inaugurate the film on child sexual abuse.
चुप हो जा। चुप। मम्मा है ना? अच्छा हो गया। अच्छा तूने मम्मा को आके बता दिया। मेरा मजबूत बच्चा है ना? मजबूत बच्चा है ना वो का? किसी को नहीं बता। चाचा ने तेरे साथ क्या किया? किसी को मत बताना। पापा को तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं। जब भी कोई बेटी चुप होती है तो सारी दुनिया रोती है। जब भी किसी बच्चे के साथ अन्याय होते देखो तो दिलासा दो मत, दिलासा से संपर्क करो। 1516 दिलासा यानी दिल्ली स्टेट लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी जो हर जरूरतमंद को दे मुफ्त कानूनी सलाह और सहायता, जो हर बच्चे का हक है। दिल्ली स्टेट लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी, न्याय की लड़ाई में आपके सिपाही।
Very good.
Thank you, sir. Now, I will request Honorable Sir to inaugurate the film on domestic violence.
देखो आपका पति ठीक ही तो है, आपके बच्चों का बर्थडे मनाता है, टाइम पर पगार लाता है, आपका इतना ख्याल रखता है, और क्या चाहिए? बाकी सब कुछ तो अच्छा है ना, कुछ तो हमें भी एडजस्ट करना पड़ेगा। ज्यादा नहीं मानता ना? वैसे भी हम औरतों की किस्मत में सहना ही लिखा है। हाँ बेटी, मत कहो इसे किस्मत की मार, ये है अत्याचार। जब भी किसी महिला के साथ अन्याय होते देखो तो दिलासा दो मत, दिलासा से संपर्क करो। 1516 पे दिलासा यानी दिल्ली स्टेट लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी जो हर जरूरतमंद को दे मुफ्त कानूनी सलाह और सहायता, जो हर महिला का हक है। दिल्ली स्टेट लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी, न्याय की लड़ाई में आपके सिपाही।
Very good.
Thank you, sir. Sir, kindly inaugurate the last interaction video wherein the structure and functions of Dilasa are explained in a very simple language for the benefit of masses.
नमस्ते, आपसे एक जरूरी बात शेयर करनी है। हाल ही में जब मैं किसी काम से दिल्ली गई हुई थी, मेरी मुलाकात कंवलजीत जी से हुई और उन्होंने मुझे दिलासा दी। नहीं, दिलासा नहीं, दिलासा दी नहीं, दिलासा के बारे में बताया। दिलासा यानी दिल्ली स्टेट लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी, और कंवलजीत जी दिलासा के मेंबर सेक्रेटरी हैं। मैं चाहती हूँ कि जो कुछ उन्होंने मुझे बताया वो आपसे भी शेयर करें। तो आइए उनसे दिलासा के बारे में विस्तार में जानते हैं।
जूही जी, दिलासा मतलब दिल्ली स्टेट लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी, ये एक ऐसी अथॉरिटी है जो कानून के तहत गठित की गई है और इसका मेन मकसद है लोगों को न्याय दिलाना, लोगों के लिए न्याय का मार्ग प्रशस्त करना, जितने भी मार्जिनलाइज सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी है, हम उन लोगों के लिए काम करते हैं ताकि उनके साथ हो रहे किसी भी किस्म के अन्याय के लिए हम उनके लिए लड़ सकें, हम उनके लिए फाइट कर सकें। इसमें जरूरत इस बात की रहती है कि उन लोगों को ये पता रहे कि ऐसी एक अथॉरिटी एग्जिस्टेंस में है, तो उसके लिए लीगल अवेयरनेस देना बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है।
Thank you, sir. This was just a portion of the entire interaction video.
Okay.
Sir, it's only because of your motivation and guidance that this citizen outreach campaign could be made a reality. So you're truly a source of inspiration for us all. I would like to request you, Honorable Sir, to kindly deliver the presidential address.
Good morning to all my learned principal district and sessions judges, all the Delhi High Judicial Service officers, as well as the Delhi Judicial Service officers, legal aid counsels and paralegal volunteers of DSLSA. Greetings to all. It gives me utmost pleasure in launching the Citizen Outreach Campaign films curated by Delhi State Legal Services Authority. Lawrence Wright, famous writer and journalist, once said, and I quote, "A documentary film is a great way of helping people understand, because somehow when one can see the people involved, it lends a certain immediacy and understanding that is hard to get on the page. It therefore gives me immense pleasure to see this quote come to life with the release of documentaries on domestic violence, child sexual abuse, and senior citizen welfare. Lack of awareness about rights is one major impediment in the citizens, which restricts them from seeking entitlements when accrued in their favor. These barriers may perpetuate their suffering and prevent them from seeking legal intervention and relief. The justice delivery system in a welfare state ought to be accessible, participatory, and inclusive. Legal services offered by the legal services institutions will not reach the seekers unless the people know about the legal services programs. Publicity is therefore the handmaid of the legal services authorities. It is popularly said that knowledge is power and knowledge of laws is empowerment. It is here that the documentary comes to the center stage. Regulation 4K of Delhi Legal Services Authority Rules 1996 expressly lays down that it shall be the endeavor of the authority to produce video, documentary films, publicity material, literature, and publications to inform general public about the various aspects of the legal services programs. Documentaries and films can carry a message in a way that nobody else can. A multi-pronged outreach campaign and creative adaptation of digital technologies can expand the reach of DSLSA and send the message of Nyay Sabke Liye, Vishwas Sabke Liye to even the remotest areas of the country. The instant documentaries would serve the purpose of creating awareness about the entitlements under Legal Services Authorities Act 1987 and steering a positive social change in a creative manner. Media platforms, including social media and documentaries like these, offer people a way to understand what DSLSA, this DSLSA is all about. It is essential that we keep moving on the path of helping those who need it and ensure that we capitalize on the power of virtual platforms, making them eminently more beneficial than they are today. As I conclude, I once again reiterate NALSA's mandate to ensure that even weakest amongst the weak in the country do not suffer injustice arising out of any action. With this, I would like to congratulate DSLSA team previously headed by Shri Kamalji Arora and now Shri Bharat Parashar for making these brilliant documentaries. I believe this would add steadfastness to the cause of access to justice for all and reinvigorate the spirit of all the beneficiaries. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for such inspiring and encouraging words. You're truly the guiding light for this authority. Your eyes enkindle us in making significant differences in other people's lives. Your immense contribution to this authority will always be remembered. On behalf of one and all present here, I express profound gratitude to you, sir, for taking time off your busy schedule for inaugurating Citizen Campaign Films, for your outstanding contribution to improving access to justice, and for taking DSLSA to greater heights. We will always remain eternally grateful to you. Your wisdom and integrity shall be etched in our hearts forever. I express gratitude towards DSLSA's member secretary, Mr. Bharat Parashar, for being the catalyst that stimulates us to do our best. I thank Mr. Kanwaljit Arora, officiating Registrar General, High Court of Delhi, and former member secretary DSLSA, who has been tirelessly working to make this ad campaign a reality, and for unfolding the journey of DSLSA to DSLSA. Sir, your remarkable contribution to DSLSA will always be cherished, and you will always remain a part of this family. We would always strive to follow the path shown by you in this journey of reaching out to the marginalized sections of the society. I extend a warm thanks to Principal District and Session Judges, officers of Delhi Higher Judicial Service and Delhi Judicial Services who joined us today. I thank Principal Secretary Law, Government of NCT of Delhi, and Chairperson Delhi Judicial Academy for not only honoring our invitation, but also for being the support that you continuously give us. I thank Ms. Juhi Chawla for volunteering to contribute in this humane cause. As the saying goes, success is best when it is shared. Likewise, today's program is conducted successfully because of our support system comprising of DSLSA secretaries, our IT team, law researchers, and staff members. I thank each one of you for working beyond your call of duty to make this launch a huge success and hope that the momentum of access to justice for all would continue in its full letter and spirit. Last but not the least, I thank all the legal aid counsels, paralegal volunteers, and each and every person who has joined us today for the patient audience you have given us. As curtains fall on today's launch, I would now request you all to kindly share the documentaries widely so that DSLSA becomes a common name in every household of this country. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar, sir.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन।
Thank
और
you.
मैं सभी से एंड में सिर्फ ये कहूंगा कि जब भी किसी के साथ अन्याय होते देखें, चाहे वो बुजुर्ग है, महिला है, बच्चा है या कोई भी, तो दिलासा दे मत, दिलासा से संपर्क करें। 15-16 में भरत पराशर जी वुड बी देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू सर। सर मैं आप सबको बताना चाहूंगा कि सर का इतना टाइट और बिजी शेड्यूल था दैट ऑन आवर रिक्वेस्ट he has taken out this half an hour is so crucial to him. Sir, I'm really obliged and thankful to you for giving us this time out of your busy schedule. Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. All the very best to
Thank you.
DSLSA. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Congratulations.